I took a big chance to get my first, or not my end bay, but my first tunnel started. I had 4 kids, a pregnant wife, and with our fifth, and I literally walked away from a 6-figure job with zero income. I quit in July, and we didn't get it open until November. So I had no idea if I was going to make any money or not. She supported me very strongly, told me to quit my job and just put everything I had into it. Um, Looking back, maybe that was a little bit crazy, but you can't ever go big without risking it. So that's kind of what brought me to where I'm at now. And so when you pull in, I think you'll always see that everything's clean, everything's always picked up. As you pull up into the pay station area where you pay, we have a drive-up window. I call it my Chick-fil-A door. I'm not real sure if that's what the technical term is, but it can be a drive-up window or it's doors that open up. Um, every customer is greeted, no matter which of the 3 pay lanes you go to, you're greeted with a smile. And we're going to tell you what we have to offer. Every employee is trained to know the details of it. If you have any questions, they should know. If they don't know, we have a radio system where we can make sure we get your questions answered. So from the after you pick out what you like, as you circle around, you should see smiling faces, greeting you to tell you directions on how to load in the car. We do spend a little bit of extra time on prepping the car, try to get the problem areas, just to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. Because I never want to be the cheapest. I want to be the best. And so I want to make sure if we are going to charge you a premium price, that you get a premium outcome. So
Mhm.
as you enter, again, it's all glass. When you enter in the prep area, it's dual purpose. One, I think it looks nice, but two, in the wintertime, it enables me to keep my employees warm as they're prepping every
Mhm.
car as well. Um, Try to make a smooth transition as you load, and as you look down through the tunnel, everything's clean. The lights are going crazy. We have a very nice professional signage, but your whole experience, we want to make it where you always have something to look at. You can get the friction watch, which is by far the most common in the tunnel industry.
Mhm.
You can do touchless as well. Um, that's not common, and it is difficult to do because you have to put in a lot of different chemicals. You got to have different chemical runs, because in the friction wash, the brushes do the cleaning. I mean, the chemistry is obviously very important, but in a touchless wash, the chemistry is really what cleans it. That's what breaks the all the dirt and grime loose. So when you get in the high pressure area, it cleans it off. But you don't have the luxury of brushes hitting it. So uh, that's something I wanted to offer. Like I said before, you have to be different, and that's something that most people don't do. So um, to do that, we teamed up with Pettit, and we put their tunnel equipment in. That piece is a very, very strong piece of equipment, and it allows us to do a touchless wash, because it does trace the vehicle so well, puts out an incredible amount of water. Um, and so there's a lot of tricks to doing a touchless. You have to have the dwell time as well. So um, it kind of threw a wrench in it a little bit to try to do it. So far, we've been able to handle it pretty well. And then my other advice would be, uh, I'm a huge fan of stainless steel, because and powder coat looks nice, and I get it, but this is an extremely harsh environment, and stainless won't go bad.
Mhm.
It does cost more, but I don't want to keep replace. I don't like replacing things, because downtime is it's lost revenue. And so
Mhm.
between the Pettit and the AVW equipment, which they use all stainless, it makes it where I feel like the longevity of the stainless is worth its money easily, and the Pettit has allowed me to do a touchless wash. I mean, we get in the details of even what color we do the walls. As you go through the exit and you're in the heater or in the dryer room, um, everything's red, and it's all red to give you the vision of heat, like we're trying to get your car dry. So we really do pay attention to every detail. So um, as you're exiting, everything's clean. Tell you thank you. Um, then you enter our vacuum stalls. Our vacuum stalls are very nice. We're very proud of the vacuums that we have. We use Vacutech, very, very strong. We powder coat everything, have light shows on everything. We kind of have every detail possible. And our goal is when you get out, you can look at a nice, clean, dry, and shiny car. So
Mhm.
we have an attendant in the mat area as well. Well, we'll actually clean your mats for you. We won't get in the car for you, but you hand us your mats, we'll take care of them. We'll run them through the mat cleaner. We'll vacuum them for you. So we just try to make it. We don't want to be just a simple express car wash. We want to be a place that you come and you get the best customer experience with the best car that we could possibly put out. You know, again, I don't have partnership. I don't get paid to say this stuff from these guys. They've been good to me. Vacutech to me is the best in the industry. They have the strongest. I do a lot of stainless with them as well. But the vacuums for a new investor, I do think that is important. People will, and you don't technically make money off vacuums if you want to look at it that way. But if your vacuums are weak, people will go elsewhere over vacuums. So I do think it matters to keep them up, keep them maintained, keep them, the suction strong. And VacuTech has been. I use them at both my locations, and they've been very good to work with as well. I think you have to make sure that you get people around you that truly care for you. I mean, it, if you don't form a team around you that's willing to help you after the sale, you're going to struggle. And unfortunately, in every industry, especially when there's, these things are expensive, and there's a lot of money in this industry. You're going to get guys that just want to make the quick dollar, get you in, get you out, and be done with it. And you have to be careful. It's a great industry, and there are so many wonderful people out there that really will be a part of your team. Um, so I think talk to as many people as possible, and take the feedback they give from people about who to set up your team with and who not to, because um, if you're brand new to the industry, it's not as easy as what everybody thinks. And you got to get distributors, and you have to get a team around you that are really there to help you um, succeed, because you never really know where it could lead you. I mean, we kind of dreamed up a crazy building with a light show, that something, we want something we could be proud of. And so
Mhm.
when we really start digging on it and what we wanted to do, like, anybody can wash a good car. You
Mhm.
put enough, you put the right chemistry on, get the right equipment, anybody can wash a good car, but can you make it an experience? And so we kind of wanted
Mhm.
to make sure that we had the staff, and we had the lights, and everything to kind of put on, not just washing the car, but to put a show on. We get a lot of positive feedback about our employees of how they do, make sure everybody's aware of all the different options we have, and
Mhm.
what we offer here. And then it's the cleanliness of the car. Ultimately, that's what they're here for, is to make sure that their investment in a vehicle is taken care of, and we can provide that
Mhm.
for them. We just want to make as many positive experiences as we can. If you leave here with a smile on your face and a shiny car, then we've done our job for the day. I I think it, you just can't be afraid to fail. And it is a big leap. You invest a lot of money in these things, and they just take a little bit of what everybody has to offer as far as positives, and kind of make your own thing. Don't just blend in. I think it's very dangerous to blend in, because if you do, you open yourself up to competition coming in around you. Be different, be different than everybody else, and try to make it where competitors, and put out such a good product that nobody wants to come around you.
Mhm.
Um, don't be afraid of it, but also understand that when you're in this industry, it's a lot of work. It is not a passive income, and you're kind of married to it, essentially. You have to be willing to put the time and effort into it. To me, it's worth it. I'm very fortunate. I loved it. I love doing what I do. um, Again, I have a great team of vendors and people around me, and that's what makes it fun.
Mhm.
I was looking for something I could do extra, where I didn't have to necessarily quit my job right off the bat, but could make an extra income and kind of do something for myself. And I'm like, like I said, we were driving down the road, and I look out, and I'm either dumb enough, arrogant enough. I'm not sure, maybe both. Where I look at it, I'm like, well, I bet I could do that. If somebody else can do that, why can't I do that? So I went home and I studied it for about a week and a half, and called up a good friend of mine, uh, and I was like, hey, I have this concept, and I want to see if you're interested in investing in it. And so we went out to his basement, drank a few cold beverages, and he was in. And so that's when I built my first car wash. It was a dual inbound automatic site with four self serves, some vacuums, and a dual dog wash. So it just kind of took off from there, and I decided, I want to go bigger with this. And I started researching tunnels, and mind you, I knew zero about washing cars before I got into this. It literally was just a peek out the window. And so I decided I want to build a tunnel, and started reading about it. But I I don't like doing things normal. I don't. I really believe if you do what everybody else does, you'll just be like everybody else. So I try to go different. So we kind of created Wash Boss, and it just kind of flourished into we had a nice building to start out with. Um, got a little bit of success off of it, and decided we wanted to build another location. Well, I wanted to do something different with the building, and so we finally got to this place with this kind of crazy building, and my whole concept is I don't like marketing, and I'm not a fan of spending a lot of money on marketing because I don't think you get your money back. So my best version of marketing is to get a 24/7 billboard, which is the building. And so that's kind of where it came up with is if you drive by, you have to see it. Like there's no way to not see it. And so and once we get you here, I'll keep you here with the quality of the car. I just have to get you in here. And so that's kind of why the building's so big and so wild, is because I wanted to do something to get your attention. I am a big supporter of the country, which is why I have a 100-foot flagpole. We have I think it's a 30 by 50 United States flag out front, and I'm very big on that, which also gets your attention as well. But you know, I just want to do something different. I want to do something different than what anybody else does, and anybody can build a square building and wash a car, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what the majority of people do. But I just like to be different, and so I kind of I tell people anything worth doing is worth overdoing, and so that's kind of what we did with this wash. So we were able to get some great vendors, and we made a what we kind of thought was maybe an over the top concept. We kind of brought it to life.